Roughly 8 million student loan borrowers can now expect to see interest charges resume. It's going to start August 1st. The Department of Education says interest will pick back up for those borrowers. This is under the SAVE plan. It's after payments have been on hold for nearly a year.
If you have a federal student loan and you are part of the SAVE income-driven repayment program, the Department of Education just announced today that interest accrual on that loan will restart on August 1st. And yes, that interest accrual will still kick in even if you are part of the SAVE program and your loan is currently in forbearance. That's according to this brand new announcement from the Department of Education. So if you are a part of the SAVE program, what is next? Well, you'll still be in forbearance until the Department of Education says otherwise. But on August 1st, you will start to see your balance grow because that interest will once again start accruing. Once the forbearance period ends, you will then be responsible for making the monthly payments that include not only the principal amount, but also this accrued interest as well. Now, if you want to switch to a new loan program, you can use the loan simulator that's on the Department of Education website to figure out what program is best for you. And if you've already submitted a new application to switch into a different income-driven repayment program, you do not need to submit a new application. But why? Why is this happening now?
The White House hasn't really explained why this is happening, but we do know this. Several Republican-led states sued Biden's SAVE program and won back in April. The ruling said that Biden overstepped his power by giving out sweetheart loan perks like no interest. So why would this be happening right now in July? Well, it could be because Trump just signed the big beautiful bill into law, and that has massive reforms to student loan programs. So I don't think the timing is a coincidence. But even if you're still in forbearance, your interest keeps piling up. And when the forbearance ends, you now owe all of that interest. If you are confused about this, you are not alone. They tell you that they're helping borrowers, but all they've done is create more chaos, more interest, and more confusion.
Does anyone else who was on the Biden administration SAVE student loan plan actually not know what to do right now? Because I don't. Interest is coming back. Like, I'm in deep panic. I want to hear from other student loan borrowers who were on SAVE if they're also in deep panic. What the fuck? Also, I heard this information from TikTok that interest is coming back and they're forcing us into other plans, not from my student loan service provider. No, because this is going to send me into debt for life. I don't.
This is part one of what you need to know about federal student loans after the OBBA passed. Today, we're talking about updates to the SAVE plan and what I would do about them. Hi, I'm Maria and I teach first gens all the financial topics no one taught us. So if you are enrolled in the SAVE plan, interest will start accruing on your loans on August 1st. However, your loans will stay in general forbearance until around mid-2026. This means that even though interest will start to accrue, no payments are required. To avoid being charged interest, you can 1. Switch to another payment plan. To preview your monthly payment requirements under a new plan, use the FSA loan simulator linked here. 2. Make voluntary interest-only payments. To do this, you'll need to figure out how much interest builds on your loans every month. Once you have that number, you can simply pay that amount. Just be aware that these interest-only payments will not count toward forgiveness. Now, if I was enrolled in SAVE, I would write out the forbearance period. And assuming I had the money to make payments if needed, this is what I would do. If the interest on my loans was higher than the APY on my high yield savings account, I would make the voluntary interest-only payments. If the interest on my loans was lower than on my savings, I would use the rest of the forbearance period to bulk up my savings and prepare for mandatory repayment.
This is what I owe for student loans. Okay, $101,406.66. appropriate. Okay, and then the total amount awarded, this is how much they actually gave me. For 4 years, actually it took 6 because I switched majors. Don't hate on me. All of my college education, that is the amount of money that they gave me to spend on it. And I did. I graduated. And I had to spend some of my own money too, and I got a Pell Grant, but that's what they gave me to help out. This is what they want back. This is what they want back. Now this, it says, see, it's kind of misleading. This says interest. It's like, well, that's not that bad, right? I mean, it's 20%, but it's not that bad. But, and then principal is $82,000. How is that? Because they only gave me $46,000. Well, if you click this little question mark right here, this says the loan amount you took out plus any capitalized interest and less any payments that were applied to the principal. So I had to look that up. I was like, what is the difference between capitalized interest and accrued interest? And basically this is it. Accrued interest happens every month. Student loans are compounded monthly, kind of like mortgages or credit cards. Except for, unlike mortgages, it's not for the house that we live in and we have no asset, other than a piece of paper that gives us maybe higher earning potential. And unlike a credit card, it's not usually used for extraneous or frivolous purchases that you really can't afford. It's an education, which is an investment in yourself and in the future of America. Anyway, so it's compounded like frivolous purchases and homes we live in. So if you don't pay the entirety of your monthly interest, which depending on your loans can be more than an affordable monthly payment, that just gets added to the principal. And it basically snowballs. So they gave me $46,000, and so far they want $101,000 back. But that, I can't do that. Like, I am almost 40 years old. I could pay on that for the rest of my life and never pay it off. And that's the con. That's the goal. They never wanted people to pay off their student loans. They wanted a constant supply of passive income for the government. They basically wanted an albatross around the neck of every college kid whose parents couldn't afford to foot their bill. And that's exactly what they have. So when people say, pay it back, like, sure, I would love to. Please let me have a job that will at least pay that much, and I will be happy to return the original amount, as was the deal I was promised by every adult in my life when I was 18 with a not formed prefrontal cortex. My brain was not all the way mature. And everybody else is around me who was saying, go to college. It doesn't matter. Just do what you have to do to get a degree. And I did. And now everybody's like, pay it back. With what? Like, they're firing people all the time. There's layoffs. They downsize the government. So no government jobs. The private sector is cutting back. And what are we supposed to do? Just like quietly starve to death? I mean, probably. That's probably what they would like for us to do. I'm not.
So I'm really bummed. Flat out, I'm bummed about it. I'm personally on Safe Plan right now, and the timing of when I graduated dental school, I'm on deferment, which I'm very lucky to have gotten approved for Save and then got put on deferment. So I'm not accumulating interest right now, and I also don't have to pay back my loans, and I'm on deferment until April 2026. Now, I didn't know that the pause was ending on August 1st, because on my account it says it's ending April 2026. So I'll have to look into that, but I do know that some of my classmates that graduated with me in 2024 did not get approved for Save, and they are on a fixed repayment plan right now, which totally sucks. I know they're still going to have some sort of income-based repayment plan. I just don't know what it is. And honestly, I don't want to add gray hairs to my head any sooner than I have to. So I'm just trying to go with the flow, and everything will work itself out. It will be fine. Just need a plan, talk to a professional, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. No reason to stress about things that are out of our control.
Does anyone know what's going on with student loans? Because I'm hearing that interest is going to accrue for those that are on the Save Plan starting August the 1st. which is incredibly stressful, being that I have had zero interest pretty much since I got out of college in 2020. And trying to navigate this without having either parent help me through it. I was a student who was on Pell Grants, and I just took these loans out because I was like, college will afford me a better life. And now, at 27, I have to navigate these loans that I took out at 18 years old because I wanted a better life for myself. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's predatory.
The SAVE plan was supposed to save borrowers from crushing student loan interest rate, but as of August 1st, all of that's about to change. So for those of you that are on the SAVE plan, as of August 1st, interest rates will be officially back, and that means that the zero grace period is unfortunately over. Now, millions of borrowers will see their balance grow once again, sometimes by over $3,000 per year, even if you're making monthly payments. And of course, it's going to be contingent on what your interest rate is going to be. Like, for example, mine is 6% through SoFi, which means that I pay approximately $300 per month in interest on my $75,000 loan. But if you are one of the 8 million people that is being impacted by this, your servicer should have already contacted you. If not, you should reach out. Because you would want to explore maybe going to an IBR, an income-based replacement, which stops interest from piling up in a very different way. So, making sure that you're going to be paying back based on your income. And of course, you can explore other private loans and public loans as well. Like I said, SoFi is a good one for me. But don't be caught off guard. August 1st is right around the corner, and we know we're all working hard to pay back these student loan rates. Just make sure that your interest rate is something that you can handle. And best of luck out there.
Listen. Trump said y'all better get prepared because the interest is about to accrue starting August the 1st. You have less than 3 weeks, y'all, to prepare your minds, okay? Listen, they're trying to roll back everything that Joe Biden did for individuals, for the citizens of the United States, for taxpayers, for people who needed the help, y'all.
8 million federal student loan borrowers are going to have to start paying interest on those loans starting August 1st. And thanks for voting for him.
All right, y'all, let's talk about the chaos that is student loan interest starting back up on August 1st. Because TikTok is not taking it lightly. People are freaking out, and honestly, rightfully so. After years of pause, deferment, and promises of relief, the government is like, surprise, we're back to collecting with interest. And the frustration is real. These TikTokers are showing the stress, the confusion, and the absolute exhaustion of trying to survive in an economy where rent is up, groceries are wild, and wages still stuck in 2015. Now we're throwing student loan interest back into the mix like it's a casual subscription fee. Some folks are still trying to recover from pandemic debt, job instability, and inflation, and now you want them to start paying thousands in interest again? It's giving financial setup, not financial freedom. And you can feel the betrayal in these videos. People were told forgiveness was coming. People planned their lives around that. And now, with one policy change, the weight is back on their shoulders, and it's heavier than ever. Let's be real. Education should not feel like a life sentence. And yet, so many people are going into decades of debt just trying to do the right thing. So what do y'all think? Is restarting student loan interest in this economy flat out wrong, or is this just how the system was built to work? Let's talk about it in the comment section, because this affects all of us. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.